yes, Zanzi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, smoke is in the air. Feel the gears and the vibe. Heritage Day is upon us. It's a few days away, so we brought in the big guns. Of course, Jan Braai alongside Chef Clem and yeah. All right, gentlemen, let's get straight into it. Obviously, the gears is here. It smells so good. What are we doing? What's happening? I see a lot going on, but definitely prepping us for Heritage Day, Braai Day. It's National Braai Day. We are ready. Let's go.
So Woolies have got absolutely everything you need for a one-stop braai extravaganza. You spoke about the amazing braaiware, and it's absolutely insane. Can I tell you something that seems so simple that has completely changed my life? The Braai cube.
Yeah.
The Braai cube, which is, it seems so simple because it's just a cube.
Yeah.
But the level of cooking that it gives you with heat and how you can play around with it, phenomenal. Every South African should have that, official. Then we're talking about the foods. So we're not about the struggle when it comes to the braai, because you know some people can take hours to braai.
Struggle has been done for 30 years.
You know, exactly. So Woolies are coming through with the convenience. All the marinades done for you, steaks, we've got the ishpatadas, we've got the chicken kebabs, you got your side. We even come through with the plant-based products. And it's not just for the people that are being fussy, oh, I want to be vegan now. I actually found out people that love braai actually just can't eat meat. They just can't eat meat. Woolies are coming. We're saving you. We are saving you. So we're going to definitely do a plant-based burger. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass over to Jan. You've got some delicious meat on the braai.
Yes.
I'm going to do some salads in the meantime. You guys chat.
What are we doing?
So, okay, we've got the beautiful, chuck steaks. Here's the thing. I like that you asked a question. Often when you talk about braai, there's this whole thing about turn your steak over once or turn your meat over once. I don't know who started this thing.
I started it.
Did you?
He started it. We were having a conversation.
You know, if you're constantly fiddling with the meat, you look like a nervous braaier.
A nervous braaier.
Doesn't instill confidence in the guest.
What you got to do is you got to occupy.
Casually turn it once. Just look like you're in control, and then it tastes better.
The tongs in one hand, something else in the other hand, and the distraction. Talk here, quick flip. No one sees you doing.
Anything you say sounds more profound when you do the double click afterwards, like this.
Get your tongs. Get your tongs. Get your tongue, Rob.
I can't even do this. Like, I need to come to go, so gents, it is Braai Day this weekend. Oh, yeah?
Exactly like that.
At the end of every sentence. So do you guys watch the game this weekend?
A day.
That's how you're going to do it.
That's how you do it.
Talking for
there we go.
So I love it, okay.
The thing is, when your meat has been marinated already, you don't want to risk burning the sugars or the spices in the meat. So here's the one time I'm saying to South Africa, you're allowed to turn your meat. Flip that bird, flip the meat as many times as you need to. Just don't let that marinate. Hey, Ralph, get your tongs. Don't let the marinate bird.
Can I use these?
Yes, you
that's
can.
for the fire.
Oh, of course. Color-coded, remember. Yellow for fire and black for meat. All right, now we're learning.
There you go.
Let's just flip that. Oh, it's getting nice.
You're going to keep an eye on that. You've got the beautiful chuck steaks.
And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do the Expresso, your set knife.
You're going to go to like a shop.
Now finally it's sharp.
There we go. So
like your personality.
I love it. I'm going to ask Nicole to bring me a mixing bowl real quick, because as amazing as the meats are, it's all about the sides as well, which is very important. So we're going to do a little tzatziki with it, and we're going to go plant-based tzatziki, so which is amazing. You always know that yogurt is dairy, so how we're doing it, we're using the plain cultured coconut from Woolies. That's going to be the base. So once you're done flipping those, if I can ask you to, with your cucumber, your lemon juice, garlic, salt, a little bit of mint, and then your cultured coconut, that's going to be the tzatziki. And tzatziki is great.
One of your food stylists did a proper job because they actually removed the pips of the...
Oh!
Yeah, so let's just comment. What is
there we go.
This is a Braai like no other.
I've done this one for you. These are lemon golds. And as you know, lemon golds are virtually seedless. So that's our hack in the kitchen. Okay.
There's salt and garlic.
There we go. And I love a lot of garlic with it. I mean, the creaminess of the coconut cream just kind of balances out the smokiness. The garlic just gives it a bit of pungence, but now a bit of a slaw. We're used to the mayonnaise-based slaw. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to do like a little sweet and sour slaw. So I've got the rainbow slaw from Woolies. I've got the cranberry and balsamic reduction. This stuff is fruity. It's delicious. It's really great. It tastes like summer with a little bit of acid in a bottle. There we go. Ralph's very quiet, which means Ralph must be busy with something.
I'm getting so distracted. There's so much going on. I'm flipping this. I got distracted by these books that I'm reading. It looks like Jan Braai has been doing the absolute most. I wanted to talk to you about this because three books out here. We've got Jan Braai, which was the smaller book, which I was talking about a little bit earlier.
My first Jan Braai book. Yeah. And it says my first young braai book, because obviously this will be your first book.
Okay,
and it's
I got you.
4 languages in one. So English, Afrikaans, Xhosa, and Zulu.
Oh, that's beautiful,
and then,
man.
Yeah, like, you know, single syllable words, easy to understand recipes, a chop, plus a grid, plus tongs gives you a braai chop.
Beautiful.
Like that.
So you can learn a chop, ingata, or amashopi. All right.
But when we say chop, we mean the meat, not the French rugby referee. There's also a chop.
I got you. And then we got another two over here with
Young
these little
Braai
Lego
Junior.
Manichi on here.
Yeah,
What is this one about?
So that is available in English and Afrikaans.
Okay.
Recipes, techniques and advice. A braai guide for the next generation. Because this is the 19th year that South Africa celebrates National Braai Day. Next year is the 20th year that we've got National Braai Day. So, of course, we want to now start educating the next generation.
I love
you know,
that,
the
yeah.
youth. So this is
The
aimed
future
at
young
kids.
Braais.
Exactly. Aimed at kids between sort of 6 and 16. So basic braai recipes that the next generation of people can all braai properly.
I absolutely love that. And on top of that, bro, I just want to think about the fact that if we're getting kids to focus on braaiing at this age, imagine what braais are going to taste like in the future.
Right.
If you've already set the bar like this right now, I can't imagine the space that we're going to be getting
Absolutely.
into. Let's not forget, guys, the meat is still on the fire. We've got to keep turning this. I've got my meat tongs color-coded in black.
Ryle, this is for you. You can
that,
stack
sir?
your chicken kebabs there along the
Beautiful.
spinach.
Thank you very much.
Everything's looking good. Everything's looking amazing. Okay, so can I just, while we are here, let's talk about, we spoke about braai sides, but what is your ultimate braai side that you just, it's one thing that's always going to be present at your braai? I know it changes a lot, but what's the most common side you'll have at your braai?
Putupap,
Okay.
chakalaka, braai broodjies.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't go light. You go full on or go home. I love that.
Yeah.
And again, those are flavors that don't just happen to be South African. They work so well with the braai.
Yeah, they complement
I love
so
it.
well, 100%.
Okay, Raul, that's looking good.
It's looking good. I'm
truck
just
stays
having
looking
some of the restaurants finishing off here, but I must say, just plating this alone, I'm already feeling like a braai master. I got my braai tongs in hand.
Hey.
Got the professionals overseeing this. Look
Yes,
at that, Mzansi.
beautiful.
Let me pop that in front there for you.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
What is this?
Here's our veggie patty. So if I can ask you to get that onto the
Where's the
braai.
dustbin?
You can just, where is it
Or are we
actually?
braaiing this?
Okay, well
We're braaiing it, we're braaiing it. So, okay, this is a beautiful slaw that I made. I don't know why the pawpaw was here, but I put the slaw in the pawpaw. You know, to escape something else, I apologize.
Is that like called a slowpaw?
A slaw paw. Poor slaw. Yes, it is. It looks fancy, but then I think about it, it actually really does work. So what's great about the plant-based patties, and again, we spoke about it, not just people that are being plant-based for the sake of being trendy. So many people in the past month I found out just actually can't eat meat. Like their body just won't process it.
Can't break it down.
There we go.
process it, yeah.
So you're not going to feel left out at a braai. This takes a minute on the braai,
Okay.
which
And
is
it's important
amazing.
because National Braai Day isn't just for meat eaters. National Braai Day is
everybody.
for all South Africans.
Yes.
Exactly.
We want to unite the whole nation around
Exactly.
fires. So it's not about who eats the biggest steak or who eats the most meat. It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. And I do like the whole thing about bringing people together. So if you happen to be braaiing and you notice your neighbor doesn't seem to have a fire going, just go knock on the door. Say, come visit, come have a choppy.
And
come have
if
a-
you smell fires at your neighbor, you can also pop over. It's called the Word of Nose campaign.
Okay, it's
If you
allowed.
smell a braai,
So
go
that's
and
like
join
an
it.
invite without them even knowing. If you're throwing up your smoke of braai smoke in the air, that's you inviting a lot
It's a
of people.
smoke signal.
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. That's a smoke signal. Jan, what are you doing this braai day actually?
I'm going to lead by example and braai with friends and family.
Lekker.
And of course, the other thing we did it one year here at the Expresso studios, just outside, is wave the South African flag. We've got the most beautiful flag in the world, so make sure that you're waving your flag next to the braai fires this Sunday.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm actually going to start braaiing on
I practiced
Saturday
the
evening.
potjie
already.
on the
You
weekends.
practiced the
It took 8
potjie.
hours. So it was
8 hours.
oxtail as well.
Oxtail must be.
Yeah, oxtail 100%. But I don't think I'm going to attempt that one because that took the entire day. People got a bit too hungry. So I'll definitely get some more starters and go traditional on my braai.
I love
I
it.
think it's just about being outside. So I'm hoping I can capture that and just create some memories. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely inspired for this, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming through. Every reason to get involved in Braai Day. Get your tongs ready and find these recipes and solutions on expressoshow.com. And if you are in a time crunch, then stick to these preset play for a fuss-free, foolproof, flavorful braai. I mean, it's got all the options. It's already marinated for you. You just got to pop it on. So stock up on all of your braai faves and make sure you're ready for for Woolies Game Day Braai. Now, all of this is available at Woolworths in-store, online, and of course, on the app.
Yeah.
Signing out. Nice job, guys. Okay.